Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Before we go into today's video, I would love to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you and thank you very much. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button so we can grow together. So on today's video, we'll be cutting a cap sleeve, and you know cap sleeve now is trending. I know it's always giving. So to cut your cap sleeve, you have, I drop a link below on how to draft basic bodice. So please click on the link so you know how to draft basic bodice. I just want to use this pattern to explain to you on how to get a perfect cap sleeve. So this is my basic body. To get your cap sleeve, what you have to do is to check round your armhole what you have. We have two types of cap sleeve. We have the one that will stop at the middle of the armhole, that will stop somewhere like 6.5, depending on where you want your cap sleeve to stop. So mine, I want it to stop at the 6.5. Then we have the one that will go around the armhole, that you don't need to use tape, as in your bias tape, to tape the remaining of the armhole, or use your lining to turn the armhole after sewing your cap sleeve. So now for this cap sleeve that I'm cutting, this one I'm cutting is stopping at this end here. I will stop it at 6.5. That's where I want my cap sleeve to stop. By the time we hold half inches for the shoulder, we'll have like 6 inches for the cap sleeve. So now let's put this pattern aside. We'll come back to this pattern. Is either you measure around your armhole, and you know we are cutting 6. This should be on fold because this is 2 shoulders to be from the back to the front. So now let me keep this aside, and this is the pattern paper I will be working with. So now to get your cap sleeve, you know this cap sleeve is always in between 5 inches and 4.5, depending on how you want the length of your cap sleeve to stop. So now the length I'm using is 5 inches. So I'll come down here and mark 5 inches for the length of my sleeve, and I'll be adding 1 inches for folding allowance. I'll use half inches to join this sleeve to the bodice, and half inches to turn the sleeve. That's 1 inches. Then I will now add 1 inches because we have to shape this sleeve. So I'll add 1 inches. That's making it 2 inches. So now mark this line. So now the length of the sleeve is 7 inches. I'll connect this. So after getting this your length of the sleeve, you know we added 2 inches. We'll be using 1 inches to sew this sleeve together, to turn it with lining. Is that you are turning with lining, or you are folding half inches in, and 1 inches to join your sleeve to the bodice, and 1 inches, this 1 inches I added, the extra 1 inches is to shape your cap sleeve. So now the next thing we have to do is to mark that 6.5 inches we have here. 6.5 is to mark 6.5 inches here. And next we just have to do is to just connect this, just draw it like this, as if you are drawing a cone, to meet this 6.5 inches we have here. You can see how it is. I'm not done yet. Now the next thing you have to do is to come up, you know the extra 1 inches we add, you come up here by 1 inches, and you shape this 1 inches to these 6.5 inches we have here. Okay, now so I'll be cutting this out. Okay, so now this is it. So I'll cut this on my fabric and show you guys, but let's say you want to fix this on your clothes, you just have to make a bit of gathers here, and you'll be fixing this like this. From this, you know, you add half inches, you join your half inches and you start sewing. Because there's a matan, this will not give the effect. But let me just sew this. Let me just cut this on my fabric and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So guys, I'm done with the cutting of the sleeve. I cut the fabric as a lining of the sleeve because I want to make use of the Ankara fabric as a lining. So now, after cutting this, I'll go to the sewing machine and I'll be sewing on the hem of the sleeve round like this on half inches, and I'll do this for this sleeve and the other sleeve also. So guys, I'm done with the sewing of the sleeve. You can see how it is. I sew on half inches to this end here. Now we'll turn this to the front like so. Now I will give this a good press and tell you what next to do. If I'm done with the ironing of this sleeve, you can see how it is. This is the back of the sleeve. You can see I mark it with chalk, and this is the front. The next thing we have to do now is to use a gather stitch to stitch this like this. I'll use my needle and thread to stitch it. After drawing the gathers, it will look like this. You can see it's forming the cap sleeve. This is how it will look. And please don't forget to add your seam allowance, so it will be 5 inches. You can see how it is. Let me use my needle and thread to draw this gather so you see how it is. This is it after drawing my gathers. You can see how beautiful it looks. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. See you guys on my next video. God bless you.